H-1B visa denials. There was a statistic that came out from the National Foundation for the American Policy that during the Trump administration, over 24% of H-1B applications were denied in 2018. That means on an H-1B visa, 1 in 4 people were getting denied in 2018. And the reason they were doing that was in the past, if you were doing an H-1B visa extension, as long as you were able to show you were employed where you were supposed to be employed, and you were getting the salary that you claimed you were getting, that H-1B extension was always getting approved. Under the Trump administration, they were making the immigration officers go back and re-adjudicate every H-1B to determine even if the person was eligible to begin with. And then cases that were on the fence, meaning that maybe the education didn't relate completely to the job. Maybe they didn't have the proper education for the job. Because for an H-1B visa, you need to have a bachelor's degree or equivalent. You have to your education has to be related to the job in which you're doing, and the job in which you're doing has to require a minimum of a university degree. So they were going back and adjudicating and saying, oh, this job doesn't require a university degree.
Wow.
Even though after they got approved before.
What?
Yeah, or this person, even though previous immigration officer says his education's related to his job, it's not really related to his job. So they were denying a lot of them. Now under the Biden administration, the visa refusals, the H-1B refusals are back to normal processing. Historically, 93% getting approved.
Good. And
only 7% getting denied. What's interesting also about this statistics that we were reading, that the most H-1Bs that were filed, because there's always a thing with congressmen and people who are against immigrants, that we don't want immigrants taking away jobs from Americans. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you what's interesting about the H-1B visa. The most H-1B visas that were given to any one particular company, you could probably take a guess which one it would be.
Like from what?
What's the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing companies in the United States? Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon was what Amazon applied for and obtained 6,182 H-1B visas for their employees in fiscal year 2020.
Wow.
Interestingly, Amazon is a company that is hiring more Americans than almost any other companies in the United States. So for immigration, for people who are against immigration to say the H-1B visa professionals who are coming over are taking jobs away from Americans.
It's not true.
It's not true, because Amazon's hiring more Americans than anybody.
Wow.
So actually the companies that are doing the H-1Bs are hiring more Americans than other companies that are not. Other big companies that hired H-1B visa applicants include Cognizant, 1,481, Google, 1,453 H-1Bs, IBM, 1,402 H-1Bs, Microsoft, 1,240. And I think all of that is pretty interesting. Now, one other thing that was also very interesting, they found this and this was all out of Forbes magazine. At United States universities, only 25% of full-time graduate students in engineering and computer information sciences are U.S. students. That means 3 out of 4 engineers and computer science graduate school students that we are training here in the United States, the future engineers and Google engineers, are 3 out of 4 are foreigners.
That doesn't surprise me.
And we're only giving out 65,000 H-1B visas a year. That doesn't cover all of those students. So it's pretty dumb of the United States. Yesterday we discussed what the United States Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Susan B. Clark said in her first State of American Business address. She said, we have to grow our workforce if we want to grow our economy and stay competitive. Let's see what she said.
So, who wants to put their talent to work? Who wants to pursue their dreams in a dynamic economy flush with opportunity? Immigrants of every skill level. So where are they going to go? The US or Canada? Let's make it Austin or Boston or Atlanta or Denver or any of the countless US destinations in search of top talent. We must double the number of people legally immigrating to the US, and we must create a permanent solution for the dreamers.
So press reports have started to recognize that the immigration restrictions have caused or worsened many of the labor supply problems in America. We talked about that yesterday as well. Preventing high-skilled individuals from working in America does create more opportunities for U.S. workers. Restrictive immigration policies reduce economic and employment growth, push work outside the United States, and diminish living standards for everybody. That's what the statistics are coming out and saying.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.